Hey guys, it's Austin here. Welcome back to another St. Louis Cardinals baseball video. So today is July 31st, which is also the trade deadline. And the St. Louis Cardinals made a trade that I did not expect. Now, in one of my first Cardinal videos, I did a rant about what they should do, and one of the players I suggested should be traded was Tommy Pham, because I didn't think the Cardinals would trade Ozuna because I do think they're going to try to compete for 2019 and beyond, and Ozuna still has another year after this. And no one's going to take Dexter Fowler, and so we have so many young outfielders that um, I thought Tommy Pham was the guy that needed to be traded. Now, I did not expect it to be the Tampa Bay Rays, who are in a rebuild mode, and I'm even hearing that they might trade Chris Archer. The deadline ends in about 2 hours. It ends 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central Time, which is for me. So we got about 2 hours left. I hear they're in some trade rumors with Chris Archer. So they're clearly not in contention right now. I believe they're sitting in fourth place, or third place, sorry. But they're still very far out of the playoffs. So I'm a little shocked by this move that the Rays made this trade with us. Looking at it, it's an interesting trade. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of it from the Cardinals' perspective, but it is a big trade. Now, I hope the Cardinals aren't done. I still am hearing that Bud Norris could potentially be traded, Jose Martinez. But if Mozeliak and the front office are going to commit to something, they need to commit, and they can't stop with Tommy Pham. Now, they got a decent haul from Tampa. They acquired outfielder Justin Williams, who's a left-handed batter, Genesis Cabrera, who is a left-handed pitcher. I think he's a starter, and right-hander Roel Ramirez, who I believe is a reliever down in Double A for the Rays. Uh, so this trade is interesting. I'll get into the prospects in a second, but as for Tommy Pham, there he is in a Rays photoshopped. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. He was drafted by us in 2006, so he's been with our organization for 12 years. That is insane. Uh, and he is a great player. Yes, he is having a down season. 87 hits, 14 home runs, 41 RBIs, 10 stolen bases. He's batting 248. His OBP isn't that bad at all. He has scored 67 runs to lead the team. He's been fairly healthy. He does have eye issues, and that's what he's had for almost his whole baseball career. He's 30 years old, but he's very controllable. I think the Rays have him for like 3 years. But, like I said, he's 30 years old. He is struggling. So here's my thing. I think the Cardinals believe his 2017 season was a fluke, and the Rays believe it wasn't. And if the Rays are right, then they definitely won this trade. If the Cardinals are right, then the Cardinals most likely will win this trade. But his career numbers, oh wait, they're right here. His career numbers aren't bad. He's had 51 career home runs with the Cardinals, 271 average, really good OBP. There are 39 stolen bases. Tommy actually believed he could be a 30-30 player, but through almost 4 months of the year, he's not even halfway to 30 home runs, and he's still stuck at 10 stolen bases. So Tommy definitely hasn't lived up to the hype like he did last season, but it does suck still because Tommy Pham had an amazing April. He was an MVP candidate last year. He was 11th overall. So, I mean, it hurts. It hurts. The Cardinals, the prospect list is updated. Justin Williams, who I believe was number 14 on the Rays farm system on their top 30 prospects. Justin Williams is number 9 on ours, right in front of Oscar Mercado. And Genesis Cabrera is number 14. He was number 25 on Tampa's top 30 prospects. So Tampa has a very good farm system, and that's why I think they could afford to do this trade. Because even with trading two of their top 30 prospects, their system is still very stacked. And the other guy is not on the top 30. He wasn't on the top 30 for the Tampa or the Cardinals. But Justin Williams, the interesting thing is here, he's on the 40-man roster. Tampa had him on the 40-man, so obviously he's on the 40-man for the Cardinals now. As if you go to the 40-man roster here, there's Justin Williams. So we didn't lose a 40-man spot. So there's no spot open still from the Pham trade. Williams will take that. But here are Williams' numbers. So in AAA, for the Durham Bulls, I believe that's what their AAA team is called, he has a total of 356 at-bats over 94 games, 41 runs, 92 hits, 18 doubles, no triples, 8 home runs, 46 RBIs, 25 walks. He struck out 81 times. That's kind of concerning. 4 stolen bases, and he's batting .258. And yeah, he has only been in AAA. Oh, he has 1 at-bat in the majors this year, but nothing came out of it. Oh yeah, and as for his scouting grades, he's got hit 55, which is above average, 50 power, which is also slightly above average. He's not very fast. Run is about average. Arm is above average. That's one of his strong points. Fielding is about a little above average as well. So he's an average fielder. He's got a decent arm. I think it should be rated about 55 because that's what a lot of people praise is his arm. Not a very fast runner. He's got some pop. He can hit. His average is not exactly favorable. His estimated time to make the majors is this year, and he did have an at-bat, so I guess that was correct. Oh, yeah, the Durham Bulls. He is a left-handed bat. The Cardinals don't have many of those, so, that's good. But yeah, he's an interesting player to look at. The Cardinals don't really need more outfielders, but this guy could be something. I don't envision him as a starting corner outfielder, which is what he's projected to be as a corner outfielder. I could see maybe being a 4th outfielder, a nice guy off the bench, maybe a platoon. I don't know. I just don't think I don't know. The strikeouts are a little concerning. The average is above, it's above 250, so it's all right. Not the best average, but could be worse. But yeah, that's Justin Williams. And then Genis Cabrera over here, who's a left-handed starter. He has a 60 fastball, so very good fastball. 55 slider, above average. Changeup's about average. Control, it could be better. And he's an overall 45, which is about average for the scouting grades. So his numbers are decent. So he is 7-6 with a 4.12 ERA in 21 games. 20 of them started. He has 113 and 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 90 hits, 11 home runs. That number is a little concerning right there. 57 walks, also not the best. But he does have 124 strikeouts, and I believe I checked, he is 2nd in AA in strikeouts. So, that's pretty good. And then opponents are batting .218 against him. Decent whip, could be better though. The walks are an issue for me, but he is striking out guys. And the win-loss isn't bad, and the ERA could be worse. So he doesn't have bad numbers. His estimated time is 2020. He's 21 years old. He seems to be a pretty good starter. I think he could be mid to low, bottom line starter. Yeah, and you can never have enough pitching in general, and maybe he will become a reliever. Cardinals do have a surplus of outfielders, as just on their top 10 prospects, they have 4 outfielders, if you include Justin Williams. And they have so many outfielders. It's insane. They also got Elledge and I forgot how to pronounce his name, but this year at the deadline as well, they got him in the Voit trade along with Shreve, and they got Elledge in the Tui Valala trade. There is one more prospect to go over, though, and that is Roel Ramirez, however you want to say his name. Roel. These are his numbers in the minors. Like I said, he is not a top 30 prospect. So his numbers, and I think this is, okay, so here's Class A Advanced. He has 8 games, 12 and 2/3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 0 runs, 0 earned, no homers, 1 hit batter, and 14 strikeouts. And opponents were hitting .95 against him. Now in AA, seems like he got promoted fairly fast. He is 3-1 with a 3.32 ERA and 26 games. He started 1. He has 40 and 2/3 innings pitched, 37 hits, 19 runs, 15 of them earned, 4 home runs given up. Okay, and then 17 walks. He had given up 0 in Class A Advanced. 46 strikeouts. So he's striking out a good amount of guys, and opponents are hitting .243 against him. So not bad numbers for a potential reliever. 23 years old. I think I don't know. He seems to be a decent prospect as well. Could be a middle inning reliever, maybe a 6th inning guy. I wouldn't think he's too far off from the majors being 23. But yeah, guys, those are the prospects. Tommy Pham stats as well. Like I said, the Cardinals got about 2 more hours, so I don't know if I'll be making another video or not. I don't know if they're done making trades. I'd hope not. Bud Norris and Jose Martinez are potential trade pieces. But the Cardinals' top 30 prospects and their farm system overall is pretty good. Tyler O'Neill got the call today, by the way. So it seems like he will be replacing Pham. Maybe he'll be in a platoon with Bader. I'd assume Bader would probably start today. I don't know when O'Neill's going to get there. But yeah, here are the top 30 prospects for the Cardinals at this moment. They have definitely made some additions. Not the biggest fan of this trade, but I'm not a hater of it. I know a lot of people are on both fan bases are conflicted. Some people think the Cardinals got fleeced. Some people think the Rays got fleeced. I really think it all depends on Tommy Pham. If Tommy Pham continues to hit around the 240, 250 mark, he hits about 20 home runs. Those are still good numbers, but for three decent-looking prospects, I'd say it'd be a win for the Cardinals if he ends up being about what he was last year over these next couple years with Tampa. Then I think the Cardinals will lose the trade unless one of these three prospects becomes a big name in the next year or two. Tommy Pham could also be a potential trade piece for Tampa, though. Maybe they'll trade him in the offseason. Maybe they'll hold on to him. Maybe he's part of their future. He is 30 years old, but he's got speed, he's got power, he's got a pretty good glove, he's got a pretty good arm, and I think the Rays will enjoy having Tommy Pham. So yeah, guys, let me know what you thought about the trade. Who do you think is going to win the trade? Because like I said, I think only time will tell. It's one of those trades where I don't think you can say an official winner. But yeah, guys, anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.